OMG, you guys. I just watched last night's episode of Total Divas, and it was insane. Oh my gosh. I mean, the Bellas were dealing with their obvious daddy issues. The Funkadactyls broke up and then got back together again. Natalya's fiance isn't much of a man. And the other two were also there. It was great, it really was. And it was the end of the world, and it's only Sunday nights on the E! Network. Do you want to know what I see when I look in that ring? Honestly. A bunch of cheap, interchangeable, expendable, useless women. Women who have turned to reality television because they just weren't gifted enough to be actresses. And they just weren't talented enough to be champion. I have done more in 1 year than all of you have done in your entire collective careers. I have saved your Divas division. I have shattered glass ceilings. I have broken down doors. Why? So a bunch of ungrateful, stiff plastic mannequins can waltz on through without even as much as a thank you? You just skip! You guys can't even go backstage and shake my hand and look me in the eye because you know that I worked my entire life to get here. I gave my life to this, and you were just handed 15 minutes of fame. I didn't get here because I was cute, or because I came from some famous wrestling family, or because I sucked up to the right people. I got here because I am good. I earned this championship, and no matter how many red carpets you guys want to walk in your $4,000 ridiculous heels, you will never be able to lace up my Chuck Taylors. You are all worthless excuses for women, and you will never be able to touch me. And that is reality.
Whoa! If you don't think women are explosive, try dropping one. Just try dropping one.
Obviously, the Divas champion a bit upset with the amount of fame that the stars of Total Divas have received over the past couple of weeks.
We had a whole lot of superstars on this stage here tonight. But I want y'all to know one thing.
Word attack skills and vocabulary too. Cover hits in the disc edition is all brand new. You're through. I'm interplanetary like Doctor Who. So who?
Fuck your beef, no relief. I step on stage, girls scream like I'm Keith.
What's up, everybody? Ringtime Pro Wrestling is at it again. Keith and Keshia are in the building. Keshia is back. What?
Just for a little while, just a little bit, you know. I'm trying to get back on here permanently.
Yeah.
You know, there's this thing called working my schedule, so it be like that sometimes. But trust and believe, I'm here tonight, and I think that's all that matters at this point.
Yeah, at this point in the juncture, yes. Tonight is a special show, the second show this week, second show in about 2 days. We are previewing the Evolution pay-per-view. It is the first ever all-women's pay-per-view event, so I cannot go into this pay-per-view, and I couldn't come in here solo, dolo. I had to bring in the lady in the house, the first lady of Ringtime Pro Wrestling. Keshia Hope is here for this. Kesh, we got a bang-up show. We got about 7 matches to talk about. But before we go into that, anything you want to say to the people? You've been gone for a while. A lot has went on. Some stuff you want to get off your chest.
I hate that I've been gone so long. I honestly miss doing the show every week. It's been crazy not having it as a part of my weekly routine. But I must say that I keep up, with everything. Of course, I'm still keeping up with the shows and keeping up with all that kind of stuff. I know if you haven't seen it, I wrote a review for the first round of the Mae Young Classic, and I'm also going to be giving a final review of everything, because since it's done at this point, well, except for the final match, of course, but we'll get into that once we get into Evolution. I must say that, it's been crazy, man. Life's just, of course, thrown me for a loop. But I'm good, I'm out here, I'm working, I'm healthy, you know what I'm saying? So I can't really say too much, just, I'm glad to be here tonight, and I hope to be back regularly soon. Just gotta, of course, get my schedule on track with it all. So, but I always keep updated, because for the job for the field I work in and the job I'm at, it's always different. Everything's different. So, trust and believe, I'm ready. But I think that's all I got for right now. That's all I got for right now.
Well, we're glad you're back. And, when you get ready to resume full time, you know how we do. But this is a historic event, Kesh. The first one ever. It was big when women main evented pay-per-views. It was big when they start doing their specialty matches. But now, the ladies have their own. Now, do I want to sound a little cynical? Of course. If you heard the last episode where I discussed maybe if they should or should not go to Saudi Arabia, I brought up this event was announced before the second Saudi Arabia show was announced. Crown Jewel. This one is basically, it feels like, because Crown Jewel was a standard engagement. It feels like with the Evolution, we're going to have Evolution to say, hey, see, we're letting women have their own thing too. Because, the ladies can't go to Saudi Arabia and wrestle because of laws.
Right.
And if you are this partner that's going to help them usher in a new era and stuff like that, you probably want to try to get your ladies on the show. But that's neither here nor there. It's still a monstrous event. It's still great and awesome that they are putting this event together and giving a chance for all these talented ladies to showcase themselves. I think the WWE is as deep and as talented as a women's division has ever been in any single company. Because even through the golden era of stuff that we used to like, the rosters wasn't that deep. You're talking about 3 shows with NXT where you have some real serious contenders. People who can compete and make stuff happen. Some person might not be the best wrestler. Some people might not be the best talker. Some people, it all worked out, right? So, I'm happy to see it. I'm happy this thing is going down. It's going down in New York, at Uniondale, New York, which I guess is near Long Island, because it's in the Nassau Veterans Coliseum. All 3 brands will be represented. Sponsored by K Jewelers, which seems a little sexist, but I'll take it. And WWE 2K19. It's the first ever all-women's event going down. So let's go through the card, Kesh. So I will give you the card. I will give you some names. I didn't put it in any particular order. Well, I put it in my order. It's a different order, maybe on the site or whatever. Because I think this might open up Sasha Banks, Bayley, and Natalya will face the Riott Squad, the 6-man tag match?
I believe, if you want my opinion, I'm gonna go for the Good Girls team. That's what I'm gonna call Bayley, Sasha, and Natalya. I'm gonna call them the Good Girls team because that's the side that they're on. So I don't see. It's funny. I really don't see the Riott Squad really coming out with the win for this one. I'm actually waiting for them to break them up. I don't know when that's gonna happen, but I don't. And it's not that I'm banking on it, just for their own demise. It's more so of I want to see what each female can do as a singles competitor on the main roster. I've seen them in NXT, and for each one of them, it was Sarah Logan. I didn't see too much of when she was in NXT, but with Ruby Riott and Liz Morgan, I got to see how they are as singles competitors. But the main roster to me is a whole nother caliber. So it's different, and they work well as a group. I give them that. As a trio, they're awesome. But I want to know, what can they do individually? Outside of them being the trio. What is it like? Will they be able to survive as an individual competitor? And so, I'm rooting for Bayley, Sasha, and Natalya. I don't see anything going wrong with that team per se. I don't predict any heel turns or anything like that. So that's my prediction for the first match.
All right, here's the thing. I'm going to go completely opposite of you. Let me tell you why. I think that team will look good, but I think I get more value out of a Riott Squad win. And this is why I'm going with the Riott Squad, because they are the up-and-comers. They've had their bumps in the road, but I think a big win here, I think as good as Bayley and Sasha have been lately, and it's good to see Sasha back, I don't know if Natalya is used to working with them, right? The Riott Squad is a cohesive unit that has been working together for a while. And in a match where everything can happen and we can move the ref around and do some shenanigans, I want to give the edge to the Riott Squad. I'm waiting for Ruby Riott to have that breakout. I'm ready for them to take Ruby Riott and for her to make that transition to whatever she's going to be. Is she going to be main event? Is she not? I think one thing that's kind of helpful and kind of hurts is that Paige isn't in the picture anymore. So I think she can take they're not the same, but they give me a vibe that's similar, if that matters. I don't know if it's the makeup or the dark hair or what. I mean, they're very different, but
right.
I just think I think there's a window open for a leader that can emerge on that brand, and I'm hoping to see is Ruby Riott. So that's both our opinions. So we differ on the first match. I'm going to talk about the women's battle royal. I'll give you a list of participants. There's 20 women that have been confirmed for this battle royal, which will consist of current superstars, future superstars, and legends. Right? The lovely Tamina is back in action,
which I'm happy about.
Yeah, and she's always dangerous in a battle royal with that power and that athletic ability. Billie Kay and Peyton Royce, the Iconics, are in the mix. Ember Moon represent Raw. Nia Jax, another dangerous dominant figure. Dana Brooke, weightlifting powerhouse. Asuka, from the undefeated streak, Asuka, who, eventually she'll be, I don't know what Asuka gonna do, but yeah. Mandy Rose, Sonya Deville, which, aka Absolution, we haven't seen much of them, right?
No, we haven't. I was just going to say that too.
Carmella. I don't know if she's gonna be babyface Carmella or what, but Carmella will be around.
I like Carmella's hair change. I like the hair color. It's nice. Looks good on her.
Yeah, no, I actually like it better than the blonde. I thought the blonde,
it looks incredible,
and I think it makes a good character transition. Like, she's more likable with this hair color, right? Well, with the blonde,
I feel like for some of the female wrestlers, I feel like blonde is a little cliche, almost.
Yeah,
it's
fair enough.
Yeah, I feel like blonde is a little cliche. I feel like when your hair color is different, you're different.
Yeah.
And that's why, that was really one of the reasons why I love Eva Marie so much, was because of her hair. It was different. It pulled her away from everybody else. And I remember watching Total Divas and them telling her they wanted her to go blonde, and she was just like, no. She was just like, that ain't gonna work.
Because there was enough blonde people on the show.
Right. I feel like the ladies should step away. If they can, step away from blonde. If you're not a natural blonde, leave it alone. Just leave it alone. Because it's like, okay, everybody's blonde. Like, no, like, that's just not going to work. So when the ladies have different hair colors, it's like, all right, this works for you. Especially if they're, like, naturally brunette or whatever. It's like, okay, just wear your hair color. Like, don't. Why? You know, so when she changed her hair color, I was like, okay, yeah, this works. You know what I'm saying? I'm liking this. It looks way better on her. She looks more warm feeling. Like, even if she's a heel, she still looks, you know, she looks different. Right. So it definitely works. It works out. I'm for it.
All right. Also, legends will be in this battle royal. Tori Wilson is making her a return to the ring. Michelle McCool, you're not enough for me. Oh, sorry. I was a big Lay Cool fan back in the day. But Michelle McCool, Miss Undertaker is going to be there. Alondra Blaze, Hall of Famer, will be there. Ivory will be there. Keish, Kelly. When the last time you saw Kelly?
I follow her on Instagram, so I see her all the time, but I'm just saying, Barbie Blank is awesome. Just throw it out there, you know. Yeah. But I really don't have a winner for the Battle Royal, because I understand why they're having it, especially with this being the first all-women's pay-per-view. Of course, you would want an event like this. I don't really have a winner. You know, it's a toss-up. You can go to anybody, really. For all we know, Alondra Blaze is winning it. Like, you know, WWE loves to throw curveballs like that. So it's definitely just something really we're just going to have to wait and see about. I don't have a particular winner, though, for the Battle Royal. I think that it's just going to be a lot of chaos. Because, you know, it's just going to be chaotic as usual. But are they going to do it? I'm guessing the Battle Royal is just going to be everybody's in the ring at once. It's not going to be...
Yeah, no, it won't be Royal Rumble style. Yeah, that's going to be reserved for Royal Rumble type events. But,
it's going to be chaotic. It's definitely just going to be a bunch of chaos at first, of course, but I don't really have a winner for it. I don't believe in bigger overpowers, you know, and I don't believe, of course, because there's been one too many times where we've seen, like, the bigger guys have been thrown out first, they've been thrown out in the middle, they don't win necessarily just because of their size, so I wouldn't
just write that up.
Count out.
Right.
So it's definitely it's a toss up, man. It's a toss up, and I'm for it. I am for it though, because this is a historical event. for women's wrestling in general. Like, so I'm just happy that all this is even happening. You know, may the best woman win. That's all I can say. That's really all I can really give for this match.
Yeah. I'm like you. I'm not gonna try to make a prediction on the battle royal because that's just chaotic, right? I think some of the young people have a good showing. OG might win it for all I know.
Right.
Speaking of which, Toni Storm versus Shirai. I don't know if I pronounced her name right. The final for the Mae Young Classic. Keith, why should I care about Toni?
Okay. I actually have grown very fond of Toni Storm. I remember seeing her in the first Mae Young Classic, and she was actually one of my favorites to win. Of course, she fell short of it. That didn't happen, but she continued to wrestle. I think she was on NXT for a minute, and so you still got to see her wrestling. I know she definitely wrestles Progress Wrestling out in England, and she's part of NXT UK. Toni is for those that don't know, Toni is Australian, so of course she's right there alongside the lines of Billie Kay and Peyton Royce, and she Toni is a force to be reckoned with, to say the least. Like, I personally, I wouldn't count Toni out. Toni Storm is somebody you don't want to underestimate. Her size and everything, of course, could be a disadvantage for her, but at the same time, you know, most of the women's wrestlers is about the same size as Toni, so I don't feel like she's at a complete disadvantage of anything. I've watched her through the Mae Young Classic, make her way up to the finals, and I remember seeing her in the Classic, in the first one, and she deserves this spot that she has.
Okay.
I feel like, if anything, wait for her to be NXT Women's Champion one day, because I personally can see Toni with a belt. She has a lot of charisma, a lot of personality. Her wrestling skills are definitely up to par. I say the best thing I can tell you about Toni Storm is her confidence is definitely made up in her wrestling skills. And if you really don't believe me, go look at one of her matches. Go watch the Mae Young Classic, and then you'll see what I mean. And it's not, and I want to say this because I know that a couple of her matches was one, of course, with Bridges, which is not a typical pinfall. It's not the normal pinfall, but at the same time, Toni knows how to overcome adversity. If I'm using it, I think that's what I'm trying to say. So it's definitely worth watching. She's definitely worth watching. And I personally think that I feel like she has a shot at winning this. I do. I feel like she has a shot at winning the Mae Young Classic this year. Now, she does have a tough opponent. I will give her that. She has a very tough opponent. This is not going to be easy for her. But I do feel that she can win this thing. It really, to me, this match is like right down the middle, man. It's like the two women that are in the finals are definitely two very tough competitors that have made their way to this spot, and they are both equally deserving of being in the final. So there's no real way to really tell you, like, all right, it's going to be her, it's going to be her. But I feel, you know, like either one, it could go either way. It really can. It really can go either way. And I don't discredit either one of them. Like, this is going to be hard fought. It's probably going to be I wouldn't say it's going to be match of the night, but it's going to be a very good one. I will say that this is going to be a very, very good match, especially because these two women are fighting for the title of the winner of the Mae Young Classic, the second annual Mae Young Classic. So,
right.
Yeah, this is going to be something.
Yeah. So, yeah, that's why I said I had to defer to you on that one because, to be honest with you, I haven't been really watching. Speaking of Mae Young Classic winners, Kairi Sane will be defending her NXT title against Shayna Baszler in their return match. Can Shayna get the gold back, or is Kairi going to lock down? I'll open this one up. I think Kairi locks down because I think Shayna might be headed to the main roster.
You know what's funny? I disagree. I don't think they're going to move Shayna yet. Okay. I feel like there's going to be something that's going to be because right now they're still training. They have the other half of the 4 horsewomen of UFC are in the Performance Center as well. So I feel like there's going to be something that's going to be built with all of that. I don't think that they're going to necessarily have her leave NXT just yet, and I think they're going to build off of that. So I don't think that she's going to be gone. Now I will say this: I don't think she's going to win the title. That's definitely not what I'm saying. But I don't think that they're going to move her just yet. I don't think they're going to move her to the main roster yet. Is she ready? Yes. I'll give her that. She's definitely ready. But I just don't feel like that's going to be her next move right now. Not at this moment. I feel like it will happen in the next few months. If anything, it'll be right after WrestleMania. But I don't think they're going to move her yet. I really believe that they're going to play off of this whole 4 horsewomen thing first. And then I think all 3 of them are going to go to the main roster together. Because I feel, of course, there's going to be something with that. Because, at some point, they're going to face the 4 horsewomen of WWE. Like, it's going to happen. Like, and anybody that disagrees with me, just know I'm saying it right now. It's going to happen. But I don't... it won't. Of course, it won't be anytime soon, and I just don't think that I don't think that they're ready to necessarily make that move with her yet. But she's not gonna. I think Kairi still is gonna retain her title, because I feel like they might do something else with Shayna, but right now, I don't think she's gonna win the title. I don't think she's gonna retain the title yet. So that's my, synopsis of the NXT Women's Championship. Now, I will tell you one person that's going to be moved to the main roster soon, and that's Nikki Cross. But that's a whole nother conversation. That's a whole nother conversation.
Well,
so
yeah, no, I agree. So, the next match I got on the docket, Ronda Rousey will defend her Raw Women's title against Nikki Bella. I think this is a no-brainer. I think Ronda keeps it Bella.
Of course she does. Nikki's not going to be... Nikki's not going to be coming back to the main roster full time. Like, I know she's going to... She'll pop in and out here and there, but she ain't coming back to the roster full time. That ain't going to happen. She's too busy filming Total Divas and the Bella and Total Bellas and all that. Like she ain't got time. Like so I don't see her coming back to the race. So of course there will be no reason for her to win the title. It's insane. So yeah, Ronda's gonna kick the butt in the ring, and that's gonna be the end of that.
Yeah, I can see how that will work. Like I said, Ronda hold on to the belt till they find her a bigger match. Next match, Trish Stratus and Lita Keshia is coming out of retirement. Both of those young ladies will wrestle. Just a standard floppy disk that was left behind. You ever heard somebody say that? That's how long ago it was when Lita and Trish was wrestling. But they will tag up and take on Mickie James and Alicia Fox. Alexa Bliss was supposed to be in the match, but due to a concussion protocol issue, Alicia Fox is going to fill in. What you got on that, Keish? What you got on before?
Is this for real, though? All right. Okay. For those ladies, women, wrestling fans that have not seen Trish and Lita, okay? Let me break it down for you. There's no way they're going to lose this match. Period, point blank, the end, that's it. Now, Mickie knows what it's like to wrestle these ladies. Well, she definitely knows what it's like to wrestle Trish. So, of course, she ain't new to this.
Right.
Alicia, though, she's kind of new to this.
Here's the thing.
Not too much, but just a little bit.
I thought if Alexa was in the match, they had a chance because Alexa.
Right.
Without her in the match, no way are these Hall of Famers jobbing. Nope. They go hold it down.
It's not happening at all. So they're gonna get their win. They're gonna get their shine. They're gonna leave. That's it. Yep. So just know that this and it's not to discredit Alicia Fox and Mickie James, because it's not to discredit them at all. These ladies are fine women in the ring and everything, but they just
show up when it was time to play. That's all.
That's it.
But yeah, Trish and Lita, everybody leaves happy. That's a big pickup, right?
Right.
All right. SmackDown World Title: Becky Lynch versus Charlotte Flair in the last woman standing match. This probably will be match of the night. It has the most emotion. It has the most emotion. It has about the best violence, and I think, you gotta love it. I'm happy to see people shine and grow, and this is probably the best feud in wrestling. And I say that because it went through the steps, it went through the proper processes. They don't waste time every week in these segments, and I understand the tension. I understand the want to get back. But Becky, 63 million, that's big. Taking on Charlotte, the last woman standing, the first of its kind.
That's right.
Who you got, Keith?
Now, let me hold on. Let me tell you something about heel Becky Lynch. All right, because I haven't had the chance to speak on heel Becky Lynch. So let me. Becky has exceeded my expectations of what she would be like as a heel.
Right.
Okay, let's just throw that out there now. She has definitely exceeded every single one of my expectations of what she would be like as a heel. As a matter of fact, she has exceeded them and then topped that 10 times. Like, Becky is doing an incredible job right now. And I must say that she deserves every moment of that title. Okay? Mm-hmm. She's been deserving of that title. Now, mind you, if for people that don't know, Becky was the first SmackDown Women's Champion. So she hasn't had the title since she lost it. And that's it. This is the first time she's had the title back since then. And I must say that the way they went about her getting the title has been the most incredible thing ever. I love it. I love the feud. I love her attitude. I love her. Keith, did you see the photo shoot?
No.
Let me describe. For those that you didn't, okay, let me describe the photo shoot. Charlotte was doing a photo shoot. And Becky came in, attacked Charlotte from behind, told the cameraman, you want to take some pictures, take pictures of the champ. And then had the cameraman take pictures of her standing on top of Charlotte with the belt held high in her hand. That's a heel. I don't care what you say. I don't care what nobody who disagrees. It don't matter. That's a heel. That's some heel shit. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
And I have been loving every second of her being champion. This has been perfect. The last thing that I've seen was her interrupting Charlotte at the Performance Center as she was giving a speech as she was answering questions from the ladies of NXT that's there right now. She comes in, she tells them, don't listen to nothing Charlotte says, that she's a hypocrite, blah, blah, blah. Then she attacks the woman. See, that's what I'm talking about. Like, it is, without all that being said, okay, I feel like Becky has a leg up in this match. And I don't think she has necessarily the advantage. I just feel like she, with everything that has happened and with her new attitude and just her new demeanor in general, I feel like Becky, I have confidence in the fact that Becky can win this. Like, period. There's no question in my mind that she's just completely counted out. Charlotte has become one of my favorite wrestlers since the first time I seen her in the ring. Period. Point blank. The end. That's it. Becky definitely took me by surprise first time I watched her wrestle. These two women are definitely the four horsewomen of WWE in general. Are four exceptional wrestlers. Like, period. So, to me, I don't feel like one is necessarily better than the other. I feel like they have this level to them that is kind of across the board. But when it comes to personality and like just hot demeanor in general, that's where stuff starts to kind of tilt. Becky has shown that she can take her personality, her confidence levels, her demeanor, and she can do that 180. Like, bruh, y'all done counted me out too many times because she told the WWE Universe the night after she attacked Charlotte. She was like, y'all up in here acting like y'all been cheering for me this whole time. Y'all ain't had my back. Y'all suck. She told me, y'all ain't had my back. Stop acting like you had my back. So, with all that being said, because I'm going to hop off my soapbox. With all that being said, I do honestly feel that I don't think they're going to take the title away from Becky at Evolution. Now, I could be wrong. They could just let Charlotte win and give her the belt and it'd be all predictable. But I don't feel like that's going to happen. I really don't. I feel like that somehow in some way Becky's going to pull this off. She's going to retain her title.
Right.
Like, I definitely didn't just give this speech just to say, oh, she's going to lose. No, there is no, but Charlotte's going to take it all? No, negative. I really feel like they're not ready for that yet. So, Becky, somehow, some way, she's going to win this match. This is it. That's it. That she's going to retain her title. She's walking out of Evolution still women's champion. That's me. I love Charlotte. I do. And I swear to you, like, she's going to have a belt again because she's Charlotte. It ain't going to be tomorrow night. I can tell you that. It just won't.
Yeah, here's the thing. So this is going to be a good match. It's the perfect culmination to a feud. I would like to see Charlotte win, but I think Becky's going to stand tall. I think Becky holds her throne and then it's on to the next appointment. I think Charlotte, I don't know, because that name carries a lot of weight too, right?
Right.
So, let's go Becky for the fun of it, and you with Charlotte. So boom, we got it covered. And that's it for the preview of Evolution, the breakdown. Going forward, I'm excited for what the women plan to do and what they plan to do with all the ladies with WWE. But that's cool.
Even if they do this once a year, I do hope that this continues for the women. I don't know if WWE in general really understands the importance of women representation in wrestling. It's like, as a woman who enjoys watching wrestling, like I grew up an Attitude Era kid, so of course I seen women differently at first. At some point during the Attitude Era, there wasn't too much women's wrestling. There was some, but it wasn't that much. And then it increased, and then it kind of fell off, and then it picked up. It's like it's been on this roller coaster ride for years. It's been on a definite roller coaster ride for years.
There's gonna be some peaks and valleys,
right? So it's been a ride, but I must say, the state of women's wrestling now is incredible. Lots more opportunities, a lot more exposure, not just in WWE, but in independent companies, and the other major ones. It's been fruitful for women to wrestle, especially when you have wrestling companies like Shimmer. It's like you get to see that on a regular basis. It's not just for the women like me. It's for the little girls out there who, want to feel a level of greatness outside of just, the normal day-to-day. It's for the teenage girl that's a tomboy that that knows she wants to be famous one day, but can't really figure out how to channel all her energy. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's different. It's different being a fan in general. Like, speaking from my own experience with wrestling, it's different. You're looked at different. It's a different speech. Like, even for some of the men I've met that find out I'm a wrestling fan, the whole demeanor changes. It's different. Like, it's not the same. So to see something like Evolution happen, I have to honestly tell you, it definitely got me excited. I'm all over the place, like, ready for this pay-per-view to happen. I'm excited that this is even occurring, and I can't wait for the next event that's going to be like this, because I feel like this ain't going to be it. This ain't going to be it. I'm glad that they even made it happen. And I have to say, like, there have been some idiots out there that have for asking, what? I think this is sexist. What if they had? So what if they did an all male pay-per-view? What? Like, to me, folks like that, they're not wrestling fans. You're not a wrestling fan. You ain't been watching wrestling.
No.
No, you ain't been watching. You haven't been watching wrestling like us real wrestling fans have been watching wrestling. Because if you have, then you all would already know the answer to that. So it's like, all right, bro, whatever. I ignore people like that because they're stupid. Like, that's it. You're ignorant. Like, it's just let it go. It's fine. Like, I tell you you're ignorant, just go Google. Go to Google, because people don't use this. Go to Google, type in all male West Wrestling pay-per-view. See what results you get. Like, it's nothing.
Right.
So, Like, I hop back on the soapbox again. But I can't help it. I haven't been on the show for a while. I had a lot to say. So, but I'm ready for it. You know what I'm saying? I'm still planning on buying my women's championship belt one day, you know, because Keshia ain't finna go to wrestling school. And I ain't doing all that. I ain't equipped for it. Like, I'm going to tell you right now, these women are way tougher than me because there's just some things I can't do. That ain't one of them. I'm not for that. So, I watch it. You know, I'll cheer you on. I even go to the shows, but I can't hop in that ring. That ain't for me. That ship sailed a long time ago. So, but I don't think I have anything else, Keith. I think I done exhausted it all. You know, I wish I would have won that $1.6 billion. I will say that.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know, that would have helped a lot. But shout out to the dude in South Carolina that did win.
Yeah.
Like,
hey man, I was racking my brain for everybody who I knew in South Carolina, just hoping that maybe somebody. But you know,
right?
Yeah. Lucky that guy or girl.
Right. No, it's a dude. It's a black dude actually. It's a black older dude that won, and congratulations to him, man. You know. Get that early retirement in, you know.
Yeah.
I tell you right now, that'd be me.
Right.
I'm 31 now too. Nah, that'd be me. That's it. I ain't working on one. No, I'm done.
I can see myself coming in the last 2 weeks. Give about 2 weeks notice, which is funny because the part of me guys like, man, I mail that laptop to them.
Look, let me tell you. So this is what I said I was going to do, right? I said I was going to give my 2 weeks and then take then use up all my vacation time for that last 2 weeks. That's it. I'm not working. Like, I'm not going to physically work. I'm just,
right.
You know, I ain't going to be here. No, I'm not doing that.
Yeah.
I'll mail y'all the phone and the badge. I ain't got time.
Hey, I've been watching. Give me my private island. I'm getting the island. I'm getting the island. That's it. Just go get me an island in the Caribbean.
Just be chilling out by yourself.
Yeah. All right, everybody. We'll be back next week with some more shows. We give y'all a lot of content this week. Hope y'all appreciate it. For Keith, I'm out. Keish.
Bye, y'all. I love y'all.
Peace.
I miss you too.